Rob, what went into the decision to have Bryson stop bunt there as opposed to swinging?
Just left on left. We're trying to tie the score. I liked where our bullpen was at based on as compared to theirs. So we played for the tie at home.
It seemed like the Dodgers were expecting it. Was there any thought of taking it off after?
Well, Mookie did a great job of disguising the wheel play. And we teach our guys that if you see wheel, just go ahead, pull it back and slash because you got all kinds of room in the middle. But Mookie broke so late that it was tough for Stoddy to pick it up.
Next question. Okay, far left, Matt.
Did you feel the limitations of your roster not being able to pinch run for Castellanos there?
Well, I mean, it is what it is. So couldn't do much about it. You know, I thought Stoddy laid down a good bunt, but you know, it's the way it is. You know, we knew that we were going to probably pinch it with Bader. We needed to have Willie there. Plus, if you pinch run Willie for Castellanos and then Bader hits, you have no one to run for him, and you don't have another outfielder. So, kind of hands were tied.
And is there any thought with? It seemed like you had a little bit of momentum there after not playing for the tie, or that didn't really enter the equation?
No, I want to play for the tie. So I liked where our bullpen was compared to theirs.
Okay, we're going to go over here on the left, second row.
Rob, I know this lineup's been one of the deep ones you've had, but right now with Harper and Schwarber and Trey struggling a little bit, is that kind of what's holding you guys back a little bit? You go as they go?
Yeah, I mean, you'd like those guys to be swinging the bats, but I do like what we're doing at the bottom part of the order. Snell was good again tonight, but I thought our bats were better against him tonight than they were in L.A. I don't think we got out of the zone as much as we did in L.A. Yeah, but, you know, you have to have confidence that those guys will get it going.
And that spot in the sixth where Bryce comes up 2 on 1 out feels like a moment where he's come through so many times in the past. Did that kind of feel like maybe a turning point in the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think those guys are trying to do a little bit too much right now, you know, instead of just being themselves and looking for base hits, and the power will come.
Next question. Far left, against the wall.
Rob, you talked a lot in the past about how resilient this group has been. This is probably the ultimate test coming up of resiliency. How do you guys sort of get back on track and get back into the series?
Well, you know, I'll have probably a little meeting with them on Wednesday, but I love the fight in the 8th and 9th inning. They fought like hell, and hopefully that carries over into Wednesday. But this is a resilient group. Our backs are against the wall. You just got to come out fighting.
We go back to Matt.
Will Ranger start Game 3?
It'll be Aaron Nola with Ranger behind him.
What's the reasoning behind that?
Nola's never pitched out of the pen, so how long he goes, I don't know. But and I trust him.
Is there something health-wise with Suarez right now?
No, nothing.
Next question. We good here? We got right there on the left, second row.
In the 7th inning, was there any thought in going right to the bullpen instead of sending Luzardo back out there?
No, I mean, he retired 17 in a row. He had 72 pitches. He's pitching great. So, I mean, you'd be asking me the question, why'd you take him out if I did? So.
And also in the 7th, what'd you make of the way Kerkering pitched? And also before the game, you said maybe you could go a little earlier with Duran. Is there any thought in putting him in the 7th just because he's your best reliever?
No, Kerkering did a pretty good job. And back-to-back nights, you get 2 outs, and you're thinking you're going to get out of it. And then Will Smith hits a slider for a base hit and gives up, we give up 2 runs. But, he strikes out Edman. He gets the jam shot to Kiki, walk Muncy, gets a pop-up, and then the base hit. So we're, you're there thinking, well, we're going to get out of this thing. So I thought he threw the ball well again.
Okay, anything else?
What did you think of Luzardo's performance? Obviously, he was really fantastic.
Dynamite. 24 pitches in the first inning, something like that, but it was 70% strikes. He was getting ahead. He was tacking. The slider was really good. Changeup was good. Fastball had a lot of life. Battled out of that, a little bit of a jam in the first inning, and then he rolled from there. So he was fantastic.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.